Nestled in the lush landscapes of Laos, some 30 kilometers south of Luang Prabang, lie the stunning Kuang Si Falls, known in Laos as Nahm Kuang Si. The journey to Kuang Si Falls takes visitors through verdant forests and serene countryside, setting the stage for the breathtaking sight that awaits. Cascading down in a 60-meter drop, the Kuang Si Falls flow into a large turquoise pool, before continuing downstream in a series of spectacular tiers. This dramatic descent creates a scene of unparalleled beauty, with the water's color varying with the seasons. During the dry season, minerals in the water give it a captivating bluish hue, while the wet season transforms it into a deep, vibrant green. The site is popular with tourists, many of whom come to swim in the inviting pools. However, not all pools are accessible for swimming. One is considered sacred and remains off limits, preserving its sanctity. The giant taro, or elephant ear, is a stunning tropical plant with flowers that develop into striking reddish berry-like fruits. Boasting enormous, heart-shaped leaves up to 3 meters long and a robust, sturdy stem, it can reach heights of 4 to 5 meters and thrives near water. The trail meanders upstream towards the waterfall, and along the riverside, we encounter a majestic giant of the tropical forest. The lofty fig, or Ficus altissima, is a majestic evergreen tree native to Southeast Asia and northern Australia, reaching heights of up to 30 meters. It features a broad, spreading crown supported by multiple buttressed trunks. The tree's smooth grey bark is punctuated by small pustules, and its branches extend outward with hairy, often green twigs. The large, leathery leaves are elliptical to ovate, and their striking appearance makes the lofty fig a popular choice for ornamental planting. We arrived very early in the morning to avoid the heat and crowds, and apart from a few local individuals, we seem to be the only visitors here. The lofty fig is a type of strangler fig that often starts its life as an epiphyte, growing on other trees. It sends down roots that eventually reach the ground and grow thick enough to support the tree on its own. By this time, the host tree is usually overwhelmed and dies. The lofty fig can also grow in rock crevices or on man-made structures. The stone terraces we see everywhere at the lower levels of the waterfall are formed through a combination of erosion, sedimentation, differential erosion, water flow, vegetation influence, and chemical weathering. Flowing water erodes the rock, especially softer layers, creating steps or terraces, while sediment deposits harden over time to add new layers. Water flow shapes these terraces, carving deeper channels during high flow and depositing sediment during low flow. Vegetation stabilizes terraces by holding soil and rocks in place, and chemical weathering further shapes the rock by dissolving certain types, creating intricate and beautiful stone terraces over thousands to millions of years. To cross the stream, park authorities have constructed wooden pedestrian bridges at several locations and installed platforms at select spots for enhanced viewing. We have now reached the base of the main waterfall. The clear turquoise water reveals several kinds of fish swimming gracefully, adding to the serene and vibrant scene. We could hear the sound of the falls well before we could see them, but now, from the middle of the pedestrian bridge in front of it, we get a spectacular view. The formation of the stalactite-like sheets of pale yellowish rock at the waterfall occurs through travertine deposition. Mineral-rich water, particularly containing calcium carbonate, cascades over the waterfall and loses carbon dioxide due to turbulence. This causes the calcium carbonate to precipitate and gradually build up on the rock surfaces. Over time, continuous travertine deposition creates thin, layered sheets somewhat reminiscent of stalactite curtains. The texture and form of these deposits are influenced by water flow, mineral content, and environmental conditions, resulting in beautiful natural formations that enhance the waterfall's aesthetic appeal. Meanwhile, Dom has caught up with me, and together we admire the beauty of this natural gem tucked away in the lush jungles of northern Laos. It is the dry and hot season, and although the water flow is still sufficient, it is noticeably less than what we saw in pictures from the rainy season. Gazing up at the top of the 60-meter-high cascade, we wonder what lies above and are eager to find out. We'll soon explore it by taking one of the two adjacent staircases leading up. We opt to take the metal staircase on the left side of the waterfall. As we walk towards it, we spot a male striped blue crow. This butterfly has a wingspan of about 9 centimeters. Its underside is brownish, adorned with pale bluish-white markings along the outer edges. Near the top, these markings spread out towards the center of the wings. As we begin our ascent up the black metal staircase, we catch a brief view of the area from above before the staircase turns and the woods obscure the view. With temperatures well into the 30s and high humidity, the climb proves to be quite a challenge. As we climb, the heat makes our clothes stick to our skin, and sweat drips into our eyes. Our breaths come in heavy gasps, and each step feels more arduous, but the promise of the summit drives us onward. With each step, exhaustion sets in, and the climb becomes increasingly taxing. Every footfall feels heavier, and the placement of our feet makes the metal staircase resonate with each movement. Focused on the climb, reaching the top almost comes as a surprise. The effort and concentration made the summit feel unexpected, as if the finish line had arrived before we fully realized it. Here, high on the hilltop, we see the waterfall's starting point. A slow-moving current in these shallow pools propels the water forward, which then gains speed as it tumbles over the edge, plunging dramatically in a 60-meter drop to the pool below. Back at the base of the metal staircase, we spot a tiger moth. It has black wings adorned with white spots, and a striking orange head. As we gradually move away from the main waterfall and its roar fades into the background, we come across a designated area with signs set up for visitors to take memorable photos. Display signs along our path out of the park provide information about the diverse fauna and flora we might encounter. The signs inform us that there are many more inhabitants hidden in the forest than we might ever hope to spot. Despite a prominent sign asking visitors not to litter, some people seem to have missed the message. Education, or even common sense, often seems to fall short on this topic. And this is despite the presence of frequent garbage bins throughout the park. we spot 2 mushrooms at the base of a tree trunk. Although there's no information sign here, they appear to be Agaricus xanthodermus, or yellow stainer mushrooms. They have a white to light brown cap that can become scaly with age, white to pale pink gills that darken as they mature, and a white stem that turns yellow when bruised. This mushroom is toxic, and the key identifying feature is the yellow staining that occurs upon bruising, which gives it its common name. As we descend along the stream, we cross several wooden bridges that make the walk comfortable and smooth. Almost back at our starting point, we take a last look at the water before heading inland once more. Nestled between 2 trees along the trail and almost hidden in the vegetation, we find a sign for the Tuna ciliata, or Australian red cedar. This large deciduous tree, native to tropical and subtropical regions, can reach 30 meters in height. It features glossy leaves that change color in the fall and produces fragrant flowers and woody fruits. Valued for its durable reddish-brown timber, the tree typically thrives in rainforests and moist soils. This vegetation, with the botanical designation Selaginella moellendorfi, is commonly known as spike moss. It resembles ferns with its scale-like, overlapping leaves and ground-covering habit, but is a lycophyte, not a true fern. Unlike ferns, which have feathery fronds and reproduce via sori, spike moss produces spores in sporangia on specialized structures and belongs to a different evolutionary lineage. It forms dense mats or clumps, serving as ground cover that helps prevent soil erosion and provides a lush, green cover in shaded, moist environments. Nearly back at the entrance of the park, we stumble upon a Eupterottidae monkey moth dancing erratically on the forest floor. Back where we started our journey, we once again admire the beauty of the hanging heliconia, also known as Heliconia rostrata. This striking tropical plant is renowned for its vibrant inflorescences.